Welcome back to Sailing Space. Everyone thinks that owning a boat is easy and relaxing. Well, it really isn't. Even the sailing part is hard. This week was especially hard. Hey, I'm Tanner Sparling. I am 10 years old, and during the school year I live in Evergreen, Colorado. My family owns a wooden sailboat named SYMRA, built in 1941 and is currently moored in a marina on Vancouver Island, British Columbia. That's in Canada! Every year, my family sets sail during summertime to explore the wild places in the Pacific Northwest. My parents have been sailing since they got married, and we bought SYMRA when I was 3, so I have been sailing boats for as long as I can remember.
We pick up
When
my
I'm
mom
not
on
sailing
Saturday,
SYMRA in the
and the
PNW,
real fun
you might
starts
find me on
when we
an
leave
update
Marina next
a 420 or our Melgus 15. This is my dad, Jonathan, and this is my mom, Gretchen. They have challenged me to learn more about sailing as I get older, and it's a lot of fun. This channel will document the stories of our adventures, from the beautiful scenery, caring for our boat, and more. Join us on Sailing SYMRA. It all started when our order was damaged in customs and had to be taken back to fisheries. They only told us on Friday, so we had to cancel our flights to Canada and fly into SeaTac Airport. We also had to pick up a U-Haul, a one-way U-Haul, that we then took all the way to the Coho Ferry. I have never taken a car ferry across the Strait of Juan de Fuca, so it was a pretty cool experience. I took a bunch of photos and we even saw orca on the way. We finally got the U-Haul to Van Isle Marina and unloaded all our gear. Luckily, it doesn't get dark until after 10 p.m. The moon comes out before it is dark. The next morning, we prepared to haul out the boat. This time lapse shows the boat being pulled under the water and power washed. After the boat got washed off, it was parked in the yard. We immediately started sanding since we only had 2 nights on the hard. We used water and sanding pads on doodle bugs on the end of a 4-foot handle to make it easier to sand higher without creating dust. I also sanded the cove to prep for the gold leaf paint. Before the night was over, we painted the boot stripe so that it could dry overnight so that we could tape over it in the next morning. This is where the time lapse of the next day when we started to paint the bottom paint and gold leafing. You can also see the finished boot stripe. We worked all day, and eventually the batteries in the GoPro ran out. The next day, we painted the patches on the hull from the boat stands and painted the top sides, touched up the gold scribe, and now we're finished. It was quite a relief being all done and ready to splash. In total, we painted the bottom paint, we painted the boot stripe, we painted the top coat, we painted the gold scribe, we painted the cabin top, we painted the propeller with weird stuff that's supposed to protect it. We put a new zinc on the propeller. We boat sauced the bilge, we vacuumed the bilge, we teak oiled the floorboards. SYMRA was looking awesome, being back down into the water. Our folk keel sailboat does not back up very well, especially with a couple of boats on each side, so the operators helped us spin the boat around so we could drive out and forward. We weren't able to ride the boat down like some shops allow, but the operators were very careful to splash the boat professionally. We swapped our fenders from starboard to port so we could dock in our slip. The next morning, we changed the fuel filter and checked the oil and cutlass bearing. SYMRA's engine was running nicely while idling and back to normal RPMs. With all the real chores finished, we ended up treating our dinghy to an upgrade when we changed the engine from 6 horsepower to 20 horsepower and added a fuel tank and battery in the bow locker. We will all kind of miss the pull start outboard, but we'll be glad for the additional power. We picked my mom up on Saturday and real fun starts when we leave the marina next week. See you next time!